Okay, this is a video about the steering. I'm showing you the back of the truck because this is the same setup that's in the front, except you would have a servo here with the steering arm going across instead of these tie off where it keeps it solid. I don't know if I'll ever go to four-wheel steer, but I'm going to keep this back axle with the steering arms just so I have that option instead of getting lockouts. My problem was when I would go, see, I got these new steering arms from China, and I'm trying to get the most steering I can out of it. And when it would be all full clock to the left and right, this bar would hit the pumpkin. You see, there's not much space at all. So what I was doing, I was looking for new links, like a bent link, like a Wraith has, or some of the, the SCX10s. They have a little bend at each end, so it clears the pumpkin. So instead of doing a lot of work, I started thinking about it, and what I come up with was, because I asked a friend about the stock arms. I didn't know if they're solid or hollow or whatever. Turns out they are solid with threaded inserts. And he suggested that I could get a longer threaded, longer bolts, cut off the head and use those if I need to get some more length out of them. But the back, I had to undo the ball joints because these China aluminum parts were different than stock, just by like 1.5 millimeters or 2 millimeters. But it towed it in quite a bit, so I had to lengthen this. You can barely, I don't know if you can see it, but I got space in between both sides, which I don't like. I like everything to be tight. So I was thinking, what am I going to do? What could I do without going to the hardware store and whatever? So I was like, this. That's what I did. Made my own high steer. I got double my money's worth. I don't have to buy new links. Plus it doesn't hit the pumpkin anymore because it's not right in the middle. See, it's really high. And this doesn't bind the servo. It does hit it, but it moves it because it's a ball joint. It moves right out of the way. So I have no problem with the center servo position. What I used was some rubber grommets with steel bushings inside on both sides. They're about maybe a little over 1/4 inch or right at it. Longer, I took out the stock screw and I replaced it with the hex head, longer one. It goes right, it's right at the end of that nut. So there's plenty of thread in there. I tightened the shit out of it as much as I could with thread lock. This one I did the same thing. I used a hex head stainless steel bolt screw, in place of the stock one. But there we go. It freaking works. Check it out. So now I have full servo steering. As far as my servo moves, it steers in that whole motion. So I can't do any better than that, I don't think, without a longer steering arm. But that's might be what I end up doing. Anyway, that's your own high steer for free. Have a good one.